Hello Gemini, Sun Rising and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? Okay, Gemini. So we do have the Fool, okay? We also have the King of Pentacles, and then we also have the Emperor. I feel like there was somebody that was like holding you back or dimming your light. But whoever this person was that was holding you back and or dimming your light, I also feel like this person was like preventing you from like growing and evolving as an individual as well. But it does appear to me that you freed yourself from that person. Currently at the moment, I am definitely getting that you're experiencing a lot of growth and expansion in your life. Now, don't get caught up in the gender. Nothing's gender specific. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Right now, you're just harnessing a lot of masculine energy. You're being very proactive when it comes down to the things that you want in life. You're being very proactive when it comes down to like your growth, your expansion, the life, right, that you want to manifest and create for yourself into fruition. The fact that you're going from a King of Pentacles to an Emperor, that's telling me that you're either currently experiencing a lot of growth and expansion financially, or you're going to very, very soon, because this could imply that you're going to find yourself receiving a promotion very soon. For some of you, you could have already got promoted. That's definitely a possibility as well, okay? Or this could also imply that you're receiving, you know, a raise. For those of you who have like your own business, I am definitely getting that, you know, business is definitely doing very, very well, or it's going to be doing very, very well. Okay, let's keep going. So far, so good, Gemini. So far, so good. It just kind of looks like right now you're all about your money and your career or your business if you have one. How does this person currently view this relationship? Okay. So we have the King of Swords. We have the Four of Cups. And then we also have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this person that you left behind, because I'm getting that you left this person behind. And by the way, I feel like there was a lot of fighting and arguing when you guys were together or married. A lot of fighting, a lot of arguing. But anyways, it's like this person, after this entire situation, right, came to an end between the two of you. It's like this person tried to kind of like focus on like the brighter side of things. Well, at least I can go back to school now, and at least I can do this with my life now, and at least I can go off and do that with my life now. Like, it kind of looks like they had like all these plans to do X, Y, and Z with their life, and now that they have the time to do X, Y, and Z with their life and improve whatever it is that they weren't satisfied, right, when it came down to their own personal life, they're not doing anything. Like, it's like the epitome of just kind of sitting around letting life pass you by. It's like the best way that I could put it. Let's see why that is. They're just experiencing a lot of stagnancy in their life, and it's because this person's, well, I'm gonna be honest, it's like they're just sitting around just letting life just pass them by. They're experiencing stagnancy in their life because they want to. It's basically what it is. Let's just call a spade today, right? They're spending a lot of time dwelling on something, though. What? I don't know, but we're about to find out. Tell me more about a lot of stagnancy. A lot of stagnancy and a lack of forward movement and growth. But it was because they want to. Okay, let's call a spade today, right? All right. You have the Nine of Cups. This person spends a lot of time doing things that are not going to benefit them. Prime example. You know, maybe, I'm trying to think. Like, maybe this person spends a lot of time partying, you know? I mean, there's nothing wrong with partying, but it's like, is it really going to help you get closer to, like, accomplishing and achieving the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself? Probably not, unless you're getting paid to go to the party, then that's a different story, you know what I mean? But I don't think that this person's getting paid to go to any party, you know what I mean? But or just kind of sitting around watching Netflix, you know what I mean? You know, instead of them focusing on getting that degree they've always wanted and studying and things of that nature, it's like they're just kind of sitting around like, I'm gonna watch Netflix instead, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like these things that they wanted to go off and do with their life. Now that this dynamic is over between the two of you, they're not doing it. Like, maybe maybe they were thinking, you know, to themselves, you know what, I'm gonna go back to school. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, it doesn't look like they signed up to go back to school. Or I'm gonna go and, you know, buy me a brand new car. It kind of looks like they didn't go off and buy themselves a brand new car. You know, it's like they are spending their time doing things that are not going to benefit them or get them closer, right, to like their goals and the things that they want to accomplish and achieve for themselves. Or maybe this person's goal was to save money. Well, instead of saving money, they're blowing it on things that they don't need. You know what I mean? Things like that, okay? Let me look at the Four of Cups one more time. I'm getting a whole lot of, but what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? I don't know what that's all about. We have the Devil in the reverse. We also have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And then we also, okay, so back to like this whole dwelling energy that I was getting here for this person. They've been spending a lot of time like dwelling on you and what they once upon a time had with you. You know what's interesting is that they're experiencing two different like mixed emotions is kind of what I'm gathering. It's like a part of them is like happy that the two of you are not together, but then there's that other part of them that's extremely sad that you guys are not together. So they've just been very conflicted, you know, when it comes down to you and what they once upon a time had with you. It just kind of looks like you guys had some really bad moments, but it also looks like you guys had some really good moments. It happens, you know what I mean? But yeah, they've been spending a lot of time dwelling on you and, you know, what could have been and what was, and, you know, this inner conflict that they're experiencing, and just spending a lot of time doing things, you know, that are not going to benefit them. How does Gemini currently feel? I feel like this is Spirit's advice to you, okay? When it comes down to this journey that you're currently on, which is all about growth and expansion and things of that nature. Again, you're harnessing a lot of masculine energy right now, okay? You're just being very proactive, right? When it comes down to you, your goals, and the life that you want to manifest and create for yourself, you're not sitting around letting life pass you by. You know what I mean? I do feel like Spirit wants you to... Yeah, I do feel like Spirit does want you to continue to remain on the path that you're currently on, Gemini, of course, but Spirit does want you to kind of take time to like enjoy yourself a little bit, you know, go out and, you know, hang out with some friends, or go out and, you know, hang out with, you know, your family, you know, or go out and do things that, you know, you enjoy doing, because it kind of looks like what you've been doing is just working, right? And focusing on your goals and things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, to the point where you're not making room for anything else to coexist, right, in your life. Like, you're not taking time to, like, you know, have fun, you know what I mean, and enjoy life, okay? So that's Spirit's advice to you, is take time, man, to like enjoy life a little bit, you know what I mean? You know, just take some time to enjoy, to, you know, stop and smell the roses and go out and have, you know, a good time. Just don't forget to live your life. You know what I mean? Don't forget to live your life. One more thing too, because I feel like I had to double check on you real quick. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords to the Lovers out here. Ooh. Okay. And then we have the Strength card. I do feel like somebody new, I do see you meeting someone new. Whoever this someone new is, it's going to be somebody that's of your caliber, which is very, very, very nice to see. So this is somebody who brings just as much to the table as you do. This is going to be somebody that you're going to be very compatible with, but I do see somebody taking a whole lot of interest in you, and I do see you extremely interested in them. There's a level of holding back coming from you, though, when it comes down to this new person. I'm kind of curious as to why that is. Don't worry, I will look into this person from your past in a second, but let's see what you're... not to be rude or anything like that, but as far as this person from your past is concerned, I don't even feel like you think about them. Again, I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. I just don't feel like this person's at the forefront of your mind. Like, they come off to me as somebody who thinks about you far more than you think about them. It's kind of what I'm getting. I don't feel like you really think about them like that, which kind of makes sense. I mean, I feel like your brain is very consumed by... you know, your career, your business if you have one, your education for those of you who are in school, you know, your growth, your expansion. Your mind is very consumed right now by money, you know, your career, your business, your education, things of that nature. So, I mean, it makes sense, you know, I don't feel like you have room to think about anything else but, you know, yourself and your growth and your expansion, which kind of ties into why you're not doing this right here, as far as taking time to just live life and just enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Like, stop and smell the roses, okay? Tell me more about the Strength card. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, we have the Five of Swords, but that came out in the reverse. We also have the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Four Wands. Yeah, this to me feels like a whole lot of you assuming here is kind of what I'm gathering. It's like, I feel like it has a lot to do with your relationship with this person to the right of me. Like, I feel like your relationship with this person to the right of me kind of has you thinking all men are the same or all women are the same. It's kind of what I'm gathering. And because you have that mindset of all men are just like them or all women are just like them, it's like, even though you find yourself feeling drawn to this person, what's kind of like preventing you from like really going there has a lot to do with the fact that, you know, all men are the same and all women are the same, and you're not trying to go through this and you're not trying to go through that. Like, it has that type of feel to it. Now, mind you, this person that I see you meeting is, you know, very different from this individual to the right of me, okay? Yeah, very, very different. Like I said, you guys are showing up as a true pair to one another. Why do I get the feeling that you've already been around them? Yeah, like, I feel like you've already been around them. Like, yeah, like I don't know, is this somebody that you work with? All I know is that you've been around them. Like, yeah, you've been around them more than once is what I'm getting. Yeah, it just kind of looks like they're finally deciding to, like, you know, make their move on you. But y'all have been around one another more than once is kind of what I'm getting. Now, we got the Emperor. The person that's in the Strength card is the Empress, making it a true pair situation. I mean, your person's showing up as a King of Swords. So there is a big difference here. Like, your experience with this King of Swords is one thing, but your experience with this Emperor is going to be like a whole nother, like, situation. You know what I mean? Like, these two are like very, very different. A King of Swords is somebody who still has a lot of like growing up that they need to essentially do. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, a King of Swords is somebody who's at that stage in their life where they're still trying to like figure out, you know, like what their passion is in life, what their purpose is in life. They're still trying to like figure out a way to like, you know, get to where they want to be at financially, you know, career-wise, things of that nature. An Emperor is, you know, somebody who's already established, you know, is somebody who has already discovered their purpose in this life. And I feel like, you know, this is kind of why you guys are so compatible, because you've already discovered your purpose in this life, just like they have. You know, they're established, you're established. You have a lot going for yourself, so do they. You know what you want, they know what they want. A King of Swords is somebody who's still trying to figure out, like, what they honestly want, to be completely honest. And there's nothing wrong with that. We've all been there. We've all done that, you know? So you were once upon a time in this person's shoes. Like, there was a point in time where you didn't know what your purpose was. You didn't know, yeah, like, you didn't know what you wanted within a man or what you wanted within a woman. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, your experience with this person, like I said, is one thing, but your experience with this other individual is going to be like a whole nother story. Just don't be so quick to assume is kind of what I'm trying to get you to, you know, understand when it comes down to this Emperor. Like, just because you dealt with this person doesn't mean that all men are like this person, or all women are like, you know, this person to the right of me, because that's just not the case. I think that if you allow yourself to get to know this person, it's not going to take you too long, by the way, to realize, oh, okay, like, they're nothing like them. But I think that you do need to kind of like snap out of this mentality of all men are dogs and all women are beeps, because that's not the case, okay? Like, and I think that if you were to allow yourself to at least get to know them, because it doesn't hurt to get to know anybody, and it doesn't hurt to go on a date or two. It doesn't hurt, you know what I mean? Like, it'll snap you out of this mentality of all men are dogs and all women are beeps, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? So I think this is worth, you know, I think this person's definitely worth you giving them, you know, a chance. But you need to snap out of this mentality for sure. Like, and I feel like this is one way to do it, right? By allowing yourself to get to know this person. How does this person currently feel? Can you stay there? Okay. So we have the World. We have the Nine of Swords. It's like this person's realizing that they're the problem. It's like they're starting to kind of like connect the dots. Like they're starting to realize that history is repeating itself in this person's life when it comes down to love. Like they keep finding themselves going through the same old all over again. So that's kind of telling me that the last one that they were with more than likely had the same problems you had with them. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. And they're starting to kind of connect the dots, like, damn, yo, like maybe I am really the problem. Like maybe I do really need to change. Like it has that type of feel to it. Because this is somebody who wants love in their life, but it kind of looks like in the end, right, they end up losing that person. And they're starting to kind of realize that, damn, like, I guess I am the damn problem, you know? Happens. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords to the World. You know, for a while, you know, what this person found themselves doing was just pointing the finger at the other person. But now they're starting to kind of see, like, damn, man, like, because this is kind of reiterating what I just said, but it's like the person that they were dealing with prior to you used to complain about the same exact things that you found yourself complaining about when you were with them, is kind of what I'm gathering. And y'all are two very, very different people. Like this is like a night and day type of situation, honey, between you and this person from their past is kind of what I'm gathering. And the fact that you and this person are two obviously very, very different individuals. You're nothing like them and they're nothing like you, but as far as you being nothing like them, it's a really good thing, but whatever. I'm just saying. The fact that you guys have felt the exact same way, right, about them and complain about the exact same things is causing them to kind of feel like, okay, wait a minute, like maybe I am the problem. Maybe that's why I keep experiencing failed, you know, marriage after failed marriage or failed relationship after failed relationship. All right. What actions will this person take towards Gemini or moving forward? Come on. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Sun. I do want to look at the Knight of Pentacles. And then we also have the Four of Wands. At the end of the day, this person does want love in their life. And they do want to be happy. And they do want something, you know, long-lasting and, you know, stabled. And I do see this person, like, gravitating towards someone. Doom, 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 doom. All right. So you did show up. You did show up as a Queen of Wands earlier. So we have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and then we also have the Justice card, especially with the Justice card coming out here. I do see this person gravitating towards you, and it's in the name of wanting to fix things with you and repair things with you and make things right with you. It's a 50-50. You know, there's a possibility that this could work out in their favor, and there's a possibility that it may not work out in their favor. And if it doesn't work out in their favor, this is going to suck and it's going to hurt. You know what I mean? I am definitely getting that, but I do see this person eventually gravitating towards you. What actions will Gemini take towards this person or moving forward? Ooh, you are not going to be happy. The moment that this person contacts you, I see you instantly getting annoyed. Instantly getting annoyed and instantly getting, you know, pissed off. Ugh. I think it's safe to say you don't want to hear from this human being. It just kind of looks like this person left a really bad taste in your mouth. So you're kind of looking at them like, oh, well, I guess they're back to hurt me some more. I guess they're back to disappoint me some more. I guess they're back to manipulate me some more. I guess they're back, you know, because they're just not done. You know what I mean? Putting me through it. You know what I mean? Like it has that type of feel to it. And who could blame you, right, for feeling this way or thinking this way? Who could blame you for that, right? But that's kind of how you're looking. You feel very disrespected and violated by this person's, return. Because that's how you're looking at them. Like, oh, look who's here to hurt me some more and disappoint me some more. Oh, man, this is lovely. This is great, Yeah, just, unfortunately. Tell me about this new connection for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Gemini. So we have the 10 of Wands. We got the 5 of Swords. We also have the... you and this person are going to definitely develop a very, very close, connection with one another. I'm definitely getting that, because by the time this person resurfaces back up here for you, it looks like you're going to turn around and give this new person a chance. Yeah, I am definitely getting that. When this person from your past resurfaces back up here for you, I do see you telling them all about it. Like, oh, you won't believe, who contacted me, I am definitely getting that. That this person will become aware that this person from your past is trying to like wiggle their way back into your life all over again. How's this new person going to feel about all of this? Okay, so we have the 6 of Swords, we got the Hangman, we got the Page of Pentacles, and then we also have the 5 of Cups. I think that it's going to develop a level of worry and concern within them. Because now this person's back, it's like, damn, like now what's going to happen? Like, is Gemini going to stop talking to me to go be with them? Or what? This person is going to also ask you a boatload of questions like, so what did they say to you? And what did you say to them in response? Like, I think that this person's just going to be very worried and concerned that you might turn around and stop talking to them to go be with this person all over again, which I don't see you doing. I think that you need to, because, not that you need to, because I already see you doing it. When this person from your past comes back around your way, you're not going to have the desire to get back with them because... And it has a lot to do with your history with this person, but it also has a lot to do with your new experience with this new person. Like, you're going to see for yourself that this person's very different from what you were once upon a time, dealing with, aka this person to the right of me. And once you get a taste of what it's like to not deal with someone like this ever again, you ain't going to want to go back, okay? Once you realize, like, oh man, like, this person is nothing like, my ex. This is wonderful. This is great. You're not gonna want to go back. Once you see for yourself that not all men are the same and not all women are the same, you're also gonna come to terms with the fact that they just are who they are. And that's not a reflection on other men or other women. That's just who they are as a person. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with, you know what I mean? Like, all men being this way or all women being this way. And I do see you, discovering that and coming to terms with that, which is great. And it's going to help you break out of this mentality of all men are dogs and all women are beeps. Okay. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading.